Hi there, and welcome to today's episode about how to raise baby chicks. My name is Matt Van Eidert, and I am here with you every day for the next 16 weeks, showing you how to raise baby chicks from day-olds until they're healthy layers. I'm also the founder of the website Pampered Chicken Mama, and we have a line of layer feeds and herbal treats for backyard chickens and Chick Starter, which is the inspiration for this video series. So I thought a great topic for today's video would be, will rats eat my chicks? And it is a question that I don't really get too often, but it's a question that has some pretty serious consequences to it. So I thought that it would be great to address in a video. The short answer to this is yes, rats will eat your chicks, and there's things that you have to do to prevent that. Baby chicks, obviously, as you know, are small, and rats, as you know, are predators. So they will look for, and they're opportunistic predators. So they will look for any opportunity they can to get a high protein meal, and one day that might be your baby chicks. This is particularly an issue if you keep chicks out in the coop. So maybe you had a hen hatch a clutch of chicks, or for whatever reason you put your chicks in the coop before they were bigger, and your coop isn't sealed well enough. Like the doors aren't shut and it's not rat proof, basically. On my website we have an article about how to build a predator-proof coop, but even if you have a coop, you can still use ideas in there to predator-proof your current coop, and I'll link you to that article. But basically, because baby chicks are small and chickens in general are pretty defenseless, it's really easy for rats to kill the chicks. And a lot of times people say, well, the hen will protect them or the rooster will protect them. And the bottom line, guys, is I love my hens, I love my broody hens, I love my roosters, but they really don't have that many defenses, and there's only so much they can do in the event of a predator attack. So it really comes up to us as people, as they're humans, to protect them. So the simple ways to protect your chicks, like we talked about, are the coop. Make sure the coop is predator proof. It's also making sure that you don't really put your chicks out in the coop until they're large enough to roost, and then large enough to really not be that attractive to rats. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the video. There's some video floating around there on the internet of a rat that just bursts out of a side of a building and it takes down a whole chicken, like a full-grown adult chicken. That's not as common in my experience, unless the chicken itself is sick or it's not roosting for some reason. It's not really that common for adults, but it is a good visual indicator of what a rat is capable of. Something else that you can do is make sure that there's no feed on the floor of your coop. Make sure that there's no feed accessible. Something that we use are those wall hanging automatic feeders, and those are really good because they're metal and they're up high, so rats really can't get into them. But we hang them at a level where like our ducks and our chickens can still get into them. But just making sure that there's no food, that there's nothing attractive about the area, that you're not putting anything in the coop that they can nest in. I love telling the story because it sort of shows that even when you've been doing this for years, you can still make a mistake. One winter we put hay in our chicken coop. We just stored a couple bales in there to keep them nice for our horses. And our coop is sealed, it's predator proof, but one day a rat snuck in there, and nobody died from this, right? But basically this rat got to live in our coop for the entire winter. And because it had food, because it had water, we were still cleaning everything, but still, it's living in the coop 24 hours a day. But because of that, it had a nice home for the winter. And those are all things that you can do to prevent a rat population getting into your coop. But when it comes to your baby chicks, it's really just important to make sure that you don't put them out in the coop before they're ready, and that you just make sure that your coop is 100% predator proof. So I hope that answers the question about whether or not rats will eat your chicks. The answer is yes, and we discussed in this video about different things you can do to prevent that. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a comment below. You can also give us a like. Please do consider subscribing, and if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to click the notification bell to be notified about when we upload new videos, which will be every day for the next 16 weeks as we talk about how to raise baby chicks from day-olds until they're healthy layers. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye!